me. No, I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you wanna say, I'll do it my way.
Hello, everybody. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Rams going up against the Jets. With that, let's send you up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. We're standing by as our announcing team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Left side complete, Safarian-Jenkins. And the ball is knocked out, and they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
They go play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Looking to stop for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter. Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown. And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And his first look is incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. So second and 10 here.
Hey, we got right. We got right.
Hey, 91.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Rashad Perryman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a second knee injury might miss a second year, but he came back, and he came back strong.
You played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
It's already second and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Kaepernick to throw on second down. And Anderson's got it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Dominic Easley is one of those defensive linemen you can plug in just about anywhere and find good play.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Kaepernick to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And Cap, of course, was a great baseball player, drafted as a pitcher. He kind of showed his arm right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he let that one go, didn't he? That was a catcher putting down the #1 signal for the fastball and turning it loose. It was needed in that situation, though. He had to throw a tight spiral and a hard one in order to get it in there for a completion.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Shift together here from the D-line. Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Kaepernick now on the keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now this time Kaepernick will throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown Jets. Deion Sims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley. I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Conner In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Goff now on second down. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And New York set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a play fake here on first down. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'm still astounded by the recovery of Todd Gurley from the knee injury at Georgia, the offensive rookie of the year in his first season.
Yeah, over 1,100 yards, and now, they drafted the rookie Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that we've seen him run it in the past, because that will make it easier to break in a rookie quarterback.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff rolling to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the first-rounder, Darren Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Kaepernick. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 13 yards that time at a first. Really excellent job there, just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Again, it's Kaepernick. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And Anderson's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And he's got it up and through. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Let's go!
2nd and 10. Goff again. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Deep drop. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Again, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. To the air again, Goff. Finding time, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And his kick is right through. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Kaepernick now on first down. Anunwa's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Kaepernick now on first down. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And Anderson's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And that's complete. It's Sims. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Kaepernick again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. That is caught inside the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Kaepernick to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and 5.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Now Kaepernick in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches.
And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. Flushed out right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second? It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it's good for a New York first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
23 yards on the play. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Second down following the run. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the interception, here's Goff. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And the 24-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And Hill with it over the middle. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Goff now looking to throw. That's caught at the 3. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it is incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
In his own end zone, it's Kaepernick. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
91.
From his end zone, Kaepernick on 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. 3-19.
Goff on 1st down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to a New York first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
To throw, Kaepernick. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Kaepernick to throw again. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He drops it off for Bernard. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your down.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at him.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now, Kaepernick again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breshad Perriman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. LaMarcus Joyner in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
To throw is Kaepernick. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw, Goff. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is taken at the 3. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the deep.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Bruce Conner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Goff. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Connor Barwin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the interception, here's Goff. He's got time. He's going to launch this thing way down, and this is caught. A huge play that time for the Rams. 61 yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.